Well, everybody, welcome again. Jeff Slakey from the Daybreak Show on iFIBER 1 News Radio. Here in the green room, hanging out with Skyla Kate this morning. How are you?
I'm doing great. Thanks. How are you?
I'm well, thanks. So Skyla and I first met just a couple weeks back at the Highway 101 Wine Mixer. She was one of the opening acts there, her and her brother performing on the All About Parties stage. And, boy, you just sounded great up there.
Thank you.
And that was a fun event, wasn't it?
It was so much fun. I really, really appreciated being there.
Got
the heat was pretty
It was hot. You're right. It was
Yeah.
hot. But get a chance to see some great performances. Obviously, Everclear was really good. Anybody else stand out for you?
Zepparella and the Aquanets.
Yeah.
The Aquanets were so fun. Their dance routines, their costumes, all of it. That was my favorite, I think.
So tell us a little bit about yourself, how long you've been in the music business, and where we can usually hear you, and then talk about Hoodstock coming up.
All right. Well, I'm 21 years old, and I grew up in Union, which is about 20 minutes north of here. And I started playing music when I was about 10 years old. My older brother had an electric guitar in his room. I would sneak in and play it. I sucked, but and then I started playing piano when I was around 13, and I've been singing for as long as I can remember, but I didn't really do anything with it until I was about 16. And then I started performing at festivals, like summer festivals with only a couple hundred people, and then at night there'd be 20 or 30 people left outside, and I'd play around campfires. And then when I turned 18, I could start booking bar gigs. As you know, legally I can play in a bar under 21 as long as I leave for my breaks.
Sure.
So I started performing in bars when I was 18, and then that just kind of became a normal thing for me. And I've been performing pretty regularly since then.
What would you say your style of music is? Who do you model yourself after?
Oh, I get asked that question so often, and I never really have a direct answer because I play so many different genres. I just want to, I hear a song that's popular and people like, I'm like, okay, I'm going to learn that because I just want to, when I go and sing, I want people to know what I'm singing and everybody to like it. So I honestly try to play stuff that's going to reach everybody. Like sometimes I'll have some, Four Non Blondes, I'll have some Doobie Brothers, I'll have a Beatles song, and then all of a sudden I'll have a Taylor Swift song, and then Regina Spektor will pop in out of nowhere. So I kind of cater to the venue. I have about 200 covers and about 25 originals, and so I make the set list and genre depending on where I'm performing.
Oh, wow. That's really neat. So talk to me about your songwriting and those skills. You have a new album that's going to come out and debut at Hoodstock in a couple of weeks.
Yeah, I'm so excited. Well, I started writing really young, and actually I wrote a ton of songs when I was about 13, 14, and 15, and then I stopped writing for like 4 years. And it wasn't until just a couple years ago that it finally hit me again, and I started writing. But I've been wanting to make an album forever and just haven't had the means to do so, financially or just the connections.
Sure.
And then those things kind of fell into my lap this summer, and I really wanted to have something out for the wine mixer, but it didn't make it in time because while I was recording, I was like, oh, there's so much more I want to do with this. So I missed the deadline so I could make it more produced than
Sure.
I had planned. But yeah, I've been writing for a long time. I have a little bit darker of a sound in my original music. The song I plan to play for you guys today is my attempt at a happier song.
Uh-huh.
Most of my songs are a little more, a lot of them are about like society and like political. They kind of remind me lyrically of something. I would not compare myself to Eddie Vedder talent-wise, but like the mindset.
Okay.
Obviously he's up here, but yeah.
Is the song you're going to perform for us on your upcoming album?
It is. It's called Castle, and the album is called Until I'm Empty, and the song was kind of written, I wanted to write a love song. I never write love songs. I don't know how to really write about love. Maybe that's because I've never been in love. I don't know. But this song was my attempt at writing like a happy kind of love song. And the song is about people that no matter how many materialistic things you have, it doesn't mean that you're going to be happy, and that you can find love and you can want adventure. And I mean, you can live in a castle and you can have everything, and it might not be enough. It's not quite living just to have things.
Sure.
So that's what this song was about.
Well, let's hear it.
All right. Well, this is Castle.
These stone walls feel like a cage to me, 'cause time is frozen in the concrete. I wouldn't mind if these halls had exits so I could see the world the way we meant to, with unreal luck. Somehow I found love, and he told me of a life where we wouldn't calcify. And now I will never give up until we raise that gate in or out of this place. 'Cause this castle is just not enough for this young love that's waiting and patiently pacing. This castle's extending in cuffs for this young love that's craving a rush, waiting to run. We chase each other through the corridors, our feet landing on the cold floors. And I know that there's so much more, like a place where we can finally feel the warmth. Every young heart wants to see what it's like to live on this earth like I said last night. And with you, we can see this one through, 'cause I'm giving up on waiting, and so should you. 'Cause this castle is just not enough for this young love that's waiting and patiently pacing. This castle's extending in cuffs for this young love that's craving a rush, waiting to run. Now we've escaped the shadows, we're on the run from the silly castle. And yes, it was worth the hassle, 'cause we're living like kings just without the shackles. And this castle, there's just not enough for this young love that's waiting and patiently pacing. This castle's extending in cuffs for this young love that's craving. And this castle, there's just not enough for this young love that's waiting and patiently pacing. This castle's extending in cuffs for this young love that's craving a rush, waiting to run, craving a rush, waiting to run.
Very nice. Skyla Kate
you.
again. Castle. Very cool. So that's going to be on the upcoming EP.
It is.
And it's
I'm
coming
very
out
excited
when?
about It
Hoodstock?
is coming out on the 17th at Hoodstock, Friday night. So I'll perform at 5 to 5:45 p.m. and then I'll be hanging out for the evening and selling the album.
Very cool. Well, it was really nice having you in. It was
Thank
nice
you.
meeting you at the Mixer, and have fun at Hoodstock, and we'll have more information on that as it gets closer and closer.
I
But
hope
it's
so. I
the
really hope to see you guys out there.
17th through the 19th, and Skyla's going to be performing that Friday night. You said 5 o'clock?
Yep, 5 to 5:45.
Very cool. So once again, Skyla Kate.